During my holiday, I watched this Rapture Dream video. I believe it's a real Rapture Dream from God, and I want to show you how certain details about this dream align with the end time timeline that I believe is revealed to me on 21 December 2021. This timeline includes the start of the 70th week of Daniel on Passover 2026, the Rapture on the Feast of Trumpets on 10 September 2029, and the return of Jesus on the third day of Hanukkah on 28 December 2035. In addition, I think that the Abomination of Desolation is also the Feast of Trumpets 2029, and Passover 2033, there is a blood moon over Jerusalem. I believe it's the end of the 70th week of Daniel, but I don't know what is going to happen then, so that's a blank for me. I'm still learning, but those are the major watch dates for me. And when I see a video like this, a Rapture Dream video, I did multiple videos on this channel already. The first thing I do is comparing the dream date and or the upload date with the Rapture date. And in this case, the dream date and the upload date are the same day. So 5 August 2024 is 1862 days before the Rapture date on my timeline. This number 1862, often such a large number spells a date. So 1862 is 1 August 1962 in my European notation, or 8 January 1962 in the American notation, which is the language of the man who uploaded the original video. So January 8, 1962 and 1 August 1962 are separated by 70 times 70 hours. That's a first nice clue. But the first date, January 8, 1962, was 7,777,777 seconds short of 777 synodic months before the dream date. So that is 7 sevens in a row, the number of perfection or completion, and a trinity of sevens. And to me this is another indication that the dream is from God. The second 1862, 1 August 1962, was 9.99 synodic months short of 777 synodic months. Again, the number of perfection and completion, and 9 is the number of the Holy Spirit. So these are only numbers related to the code between the dream date and the rapture date. And as you can see, there are multiple layers. I'm not going to share the whole dream, but the location of the dream is a Target store. And to me that is the most unique detail. I did not know the store, so I had to look it up. And I learned that Target was founded on 24 June 1902, or the mother company, but the first store was opened on 1 May 1962, and 1 May 1962 is in the window between the two 1862s. So I did some calculations, and as I just mentioned, the company was founded on 24 June 1902, and in the European notation this spells the code 24602 or 24,602. This is the number of days in America between the opening of the first Target store on 1 May 1962 and the start of the day of the rapture in Israel, so 10 September 2029 in Israel, when it's still 9 September 2029 in America. So I have to shift a little bit with the time zones here, but I think that's allowed because there are more layers. And the one that amazed me most, I actually learned this pattern when I started making this video, so I already decided to make this video because I saw interesting patterns, and while making the script I found this pattern, and I think it's the best pattern. From Target's founding date on 24 June 1902 to the rapture date 10 September 2029 is 46,465 days. This is 6.666 synodic months short of 6,666 weeks. I know it sounds like Revelation 13:18 with the number of the beast, 666, but please note this is 4 sixes in a row, so a double 66, where doubles are often confirmations, and 66 is the number of chapters in the Bible, so you have 6,666 weeks minus 6.666 synodic months is the number of days between the founding date of Target and the rapture. What I really like about this dream is that the history of Target is able to point at the rapture. Once you know the rapture, the history of Target points at the Bible. So the calculations again, from 1 May 1962, you count the number of days that are spelled by the founding date of Target, 24,602. You end up on the rapture date, and once you know the rapture date, you compare it with the founding date, you get the double 66, the double 66. And 5 August was the ultimate date to highlight that relationship in a dream. Not only because you have the 1862 where the store opening is in the middle of the window, but also for me there's a little personal link, because from Target's founding date on 24 June 1902 to the dream date 5 August 2024 is 122 years, 1 month and 12 days, or 122.12 years. Both these patterns have a pattern of 122, 1 and 12, and when you flip that you get 21, 12, 21, which is the date that I believe the timeline was revealed to me. So I hope you could follow this. For me it's layer upon layer, and I firmly believe that this was a rapture dream. Just in general, to warn about rapture, you should really look at the original video. The sense of urgency is I could feel it, but as I showed in this video, I believe the hidden layer of this dream points at the date of the rapture on my timeline. I want to close with a question for the maker of the original video. After 11 minutes and 48 seconds you quite casually mention March 2026. You say, I'm not going to say it's March 2026. I'm curious if that's just a random example, because for me it is the start of the 70th week of Daniel, so I'm curious where that's coming from. And the other thing is that I'm curious if the timeline that I presented, so the rapture date in September 2029, if that fits the images in your dream. You said your children are still young, it's 5 years from now, so I'm curious if that fits the pattern. I'll have a look at the comments, and you can find my email address in the description of the channel. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.